Okay, next, let's ask Emily what the course syllabus should be. We've already decided that we'll have 2 90-minute sessions, so we'll mention that. And we can just go ahead and ask what the course syllabus should be to Emily.
So session 1, discovering your market course teacher fit. We want to understand what the market course teacher fit is and why it is crucial for the success of your online course. That's a new one that we don't have on our side. But the rest of it is identifying your unique expertise, defining your target audience, and self-reflection and group discussion on how you can synthesize both of these to come up with course topics and ideal student profiles. On the right side, the synthesis is what we call the course synopsis statement using the market course teacher fit framework. Now, session 2 is building your course blueprint and growing your online presence. Again, I feel like the latter half, the growing your online presence, is a little bit more aligned with what we already have, which is making our course discoverable. So I'm curious to say what she means by course blueprint. She says, learn how to create a clear, concise roadmap for your course that aligns with your market course teacher fit. Now, that's a lot of words, and I'm not entirely sure what that means. I'll go on to the next steps, which is developing your online presence. Again, starting with understanding why it's important to do so, and then showcasing your course, presumably through a landing page, effectively communicate the strengths of your course. And again, it's a very activity-based workshop-like atmosphere, which I also like.
One thing I think we failed to mention was the character limit, which could be the reason why Emily went really verbose on describing things. But what I'm liking is the fact that I feel it's a lot more articulate and trying to convey with a lot more precision what should be done, while we've tried to make it concise. And that really shows, I feel. So I think my next step would be to try and maybe pass on the limitations around character limit to Emily and see what she comes up with.
Gautam and I like not putting all the limitations in the beginning, just to get a sense for what Emily thinks is the ideal sort of answer to give us. And then it'll give us ideas that we may have missed out on. And also, I've read that these large language models, they don't exactly count characters very precisely because they work on tokenization. That's something, we'll have to do a double check anyway on once she gives a response.
Okay, let me ask Emily what she meant by course blueprint. This actually showcases a full extent of work to be done to create a course. This is far outside the scope of what we intend to get done with this course. I wouldn't take the suggestion made by Emily that we should actually get our audience to build a course blueprint. We would want to start with something much more basic, much more elementary.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that. In fact, these steps would probably better fit our other longer 2-week course. So we'll leave this entirely out, right?
Right. Cool. Right. Absolutely. Okay. So now that that's settled, we can ask Emily to maybe reduce the characters of what she suggested and try and see what she can come up with, something a lot more concise like this, because we have a 350 character limit here. Mm-hmm. I just want to do a quick check if it does fit the character limit in any way. Yeah, it does fit the character limit. Yes. Okay. So Emily says, grasp the market course teacher fit concept and its role in course success. So that I kind of disagree with it because it does not leave it to something simple. It's using a heavy keyword. So I like our first sentence of identify your niche and the right course the market is demanding. I feel it's a lot more straightforward. So I would kind of stick with that. Unearth and express your unique expertise beneficial to potential students. That I kind of like. Right, it's making a very straightforward point. I feel it's a lot better than saying arrive at a course synopsis statement using the market course teacher fits framework, because course synopsis and market course teacher fit framework are again very technical terms, something that students might not really relate to. Pinpoint your ideal student base, understanding their aspirations and hurdles. Reflect and discuss potential course topics and student profiles. That also I like. I think if you remove the 90 minutes live session, we make space for 2, 3, and 4. What do you think?
I also like 2, 3, and 4. And what I like about 1 is the latter half of it, which is that the role that market course teacher fit plays in course success. If we sort of tell our students why it's important, and if they can see it for themselves, they'd perhaps be more inclined to follow the steps of the market course teacher fit. You like our first sentence as it is, and I want to put in this little idea of role of market course teacher fit in course success somehow. What about using our YouTube video idea, where we basically said that this is the biggest mistake that course creators tend to make, and it's a waste of time, and how you can avoid it.
That sounds like a good idea. I would actually maybe go ahead and recommend including that in the title. Day 1, avoiding the biggest mistake course creators make. Yeah.
Okay.
What I've already done is I've asked Emily to include emojis in the beginning of each point. So Emily has given me this response. Okay, I think we have effectively revised the copy for day 1.
Is there scope to just write get immediate feedback?
Good to go. The next bit is asking Emily to reduce the characters for the second part. This time she's figured out how to add the emojis there and there.
This is what we call a fast learner.
Absolutely. Okay, direct comparison. Day 2, make your course discoverable. Craft a concise course roadmap aligned with your market course teacher fit. Ship the first version of your course positioning, highlighting the student transformation. I think I like ours better. The first one. Grasp the importance of an online presence and grow it via no-code tools. That I really like because it actually is stressing upon the importance of it. So the third one is learn to showcase your course and attract ideal students. Micro launch your course by creating your first student touchpoint. I feel Emily's input is a lot more simpler. Activity, workshop, draft course blueprint, and strategize online presence. That doesn't sound good to me. What do you think?
I agree. So point number 1 is already not necessary because building your course blueprint, we said, was out of the scope of the syllabus of this particular course. I am with you on number 2. I like grasp the importance of an online presence and grow it by no-code tools. And number 3, learn to showcase your course and attract ideal students, as opposed to micro launch your course by creating your first student touchpoint. What I like about our point is the latter half again. That is, It's specific about creating the first student touchpoint.
Yes.
And activity also, I'm with you. Drafting the course blueprint is out of the scope. But I do like strategize online presence. Perhaps maybe not as an activity, maybe in the previous point, I would say strategize online presence and create your first student touchpoint, something like that. I might mix them together.
Yeah. So I agree that now that I look at our copy, micro launch sounds rather confusing. What does it mean, micro launch? I would retain the second half, but I would want to revise the first half. Maybe how about we maybe give the input to ChatGPT and ask her to Emily to and ask her to rephrase. How about that?
Sure, let's do that as well.
Can you help rephrase this to sound, make it sound more simple? Kickstart your course is not exactly it either.
Yeah, I think so far I like the idea of strategize online presence and create your first student touch point. That's the mix I'm liking the best. I think this would be the activity itself, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess we're done with syllabus.
Excellent. And we keep office hours as is, correct?
As is.
I think course schedule would be next. I'd like to ask Emily if she has any recommendations for when we can schedule these 2 90-minute sessions in a week, especially when we have an international audience from various parts of the world. Emily has some really good suggestions. So her main suggestion is, for example, a course that starts at 12 p.m. GMT would start at 8 a.m. in New York, 5 a.m. in Los Angeles, 1 p.m. in London, 5:30 p.m. in India, and 10 p.m. in Sydney. So in our past course iterations, we've had courses that start not exactly at 12 p.m., but a little later than that. Maybe instead of 5 a.m. in Los Angeles, we've had courses that start at 7 a.m. So far, we've avoided doing weekends because we want people to have their weekends free, is what we've
Right.
said. So we have kept our courses either Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesdays and Thursdays. We've recorded our sessions, yes. Have we offered 2 different slots? Not exactly. Each time in our cohort, we've changed up the times a little bit to see what works depending on where our audience is from. So if it's Europe heavy, it's slightly different. If it's the US heavy, it's slightly different. If it's Asia heavy, it's a different time zone.
The next section is benefits. Now, the benefits section came kind of pre-filled because we were using the Maven platform. And when we made the first draft, we just kept it as is because we didn't have ideas on what we could do with it. But now that we have Emily, we thought we'll ask Emily what we should do with the section and the ideas that she has about it. Okay, so I'm going to paste this. So I've mentioned what we are expecting. We've also mentioned what the character limits for each section is. And we have given another copy. Okay, let's see what Emily comes up with. So the output looks like it's basically a repeat of somewhat between a mix of course syllabus and the initial section here, course benefits. What do you think, Aruna?
But I kind of like what she's done. The subtitles I like better. Real-time collaborative exploration. Yes, that is an advantage of a live session. Dive into a stimulating environment of live workshops where we collectively uncover your unique expertise and market fit. It's an exploratory journey, not a lecture. I kind of like that. And then, again, digging deeper, interactive learning experience. Expect active participation. You'll collaborate with fellow learners in breakout rooms, bouncing ideas off each other, finding and defining your course focus and audience. Okay, which is not terribly different from what is already there, but I like that. And grow alongside fellow creators. So surround yourself with ambitious, like-minded individuals. Together, you'll navigate the course creation process, providing invaluable insights and support to each other. So, yeah. While this is certainly different from the cookie cutter model that Maven gave us, it's still not very personalized to our course, or rather, not even to our course. I would say it's not very personalized to what you and I offer, but I would still say this is an improvement over what Maven has, and I would go with her thing. And then maybe
Right.
you and I brainstorm a little bit more and then come up with something that's our secret special sauce and we add it later.
Sounds good. I agree with that. Okay. Section looks done. I'm going to publish. And I'm going to try out in our page to see what it looks like. Yeah,
Super.
looks slick. Which brings us to the last section, just FAQ. In fact, we can just go out and ask Emily what the FAQ should be.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Yes, I agree. These are really good.
Yeah, I thought I already liked the FAQs that we had, but she clearly touches upon a lot of new questions, some which cover the logistics of the course, and some which cover the actual topics that we'll cover in the course, and all in very user-friendly language. So I would absolutely go with all of them.
Right. I was thinking of maybe asking Emily to come up with draft answers for each.
Yeah.
I would, however, skip the first one though. What is market course teacher fit? What do you think?
You know what? I don't mind keeping it in, because we've
Got
talked so much about it. I genuinely don't mind. Maybe somebody just scrolls down and comes directly to the FAQs. Then the first thing they see is, what is market course teacher fit? And then maybe the answer could be, oh, it's sort of like product market fit. Who
Understood.
knows?
Okay, maybe what I can do is for the ones we think Emily can give a sound answer for, I can paste it and ask Emily to come up with draft answers that are less than 350 characters.
Should we ask her just answers for all of them? Why not?
Looks good to me.
Same. Okay, so we've incorporated all the new FAQs that Emily has generated for us, and we've put them on our landing page. We're very pleased with all of the new ideas she's given us. And that brings us to the end of our landing page construction. And I must say that, while I thought we'd done an excellent job with the first iteration of our landing page, I'm very impressed with the inputs Emily gave us, and it really sparked new ideas for us, better ways of writing, stuff that I genuinely liked. The only thing that Gautam and I have not done is redo our full bios. That'll, be a work in progress for us continuously. So we keep editing that every now and again.
So yeah, what I'm most impressed about is how much ChatGPT helps in revising copywriting. It's actually simply mind-blowing how effective it is. Things that we thought we were able to construct in the best sentences, it instantly does a better rewrite, and that's simply mind-blowing. And I'm glad that we took the effort to revisit every section and try and redo the copy, have more of a little bit of a to and fro. And that makes it, that has resulted in us having a revised and much better landing page, which is very important from a course marketing perspective. So this makes it phenomenal.
Excellent. Let's hope now that it grabs all the eyeballs and gets audiences flowing.
Yeah, we'll be sharing the link of this landing page so you can check out the final output as part of the description. So good job. Good job, ChatGPT. Good job, Emily.
Yes, thank you, Emily. And for our audience, if you like our content, please do like, share, and definitely remember to subscribe to our channel. That's the way you can support us to continue to create such material. And we will continue with our series using ChatGPT to create this course from scratch. So we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
See you in the next video. Bye.